On a charged European night at the Stade Vélodrome, Liverpool produced a performance that was as controlled as it was ruthless. In one of the most intimidating atmospheres in European football, they silenced Marseille and took a decisive step toward the Champions League knockout stages with a convincing 3-0 victory. From the opening whistle, Liverpool looked like a team that understood exactly what the night demanded. The noise inside the stadium was relentless, but Arne Slot's side remained calm, patient, and disciplined. Marseille pressed early, driven on by their home crowd, but Liverpool refused to be rushed. They kept possession intelligently, moved the ball sharply, and waited for the right moments to assert themselves. Marseille attempted to disrupt Liverpool's rhythm with aggressive pressing and direct play, but too often their efforts broke down in midfield. Liverpool's structure was solid, with their defensive line holding firm and the midfield offering constant support. Every Marseille surge seemed to meet a red wall, calmly dismantling attacks before real danger could develop. As the first half progressed, Liverpool gradually began to impose themselves. Mohamed Salah's movement stretched Marseille's backline, creating pockets of space for runners from midfield. The visitors didn't dominate possession for the sake of it. Instead, they used it with purpose, probing and waiting for Marseille to lose their shape. The breakthrough came just before halftime, and it arrived in the form of pure quality. Liverpool earned a free kick on the edge of the penalty area, and Dominik Szoboszlai stepped forward with confidence. As Marseille arranged their defensive wall, Szoboszlai spotted an opportunity others might have missed. His shot stayed low, slipping under the jumping wall and beyond the goalkeeper before the crowd could react. In an instant, the noise inside the Velodrome was replaced by stunned silence. It was a crucial moment in the tie. Scoring just before the interval didn't merely give Liverpool the lead, it shifted the psychological balance of the match. Marseille headed into the dressing room knowing they had controlled spells of the game but were still behind, while Liverpool walked off with the calm assurance of a team executing its plan perfectly. The second half began with Marseille trying to respond. They pushed higher, committing more bodies forward, but that urgency played directly into Liverpool's hands. Space began to open up, and Liverpool were happy to let Marseille take risks, confident in their ability to punish mistakes. Liverpool's composure never wavered. Their passing was crisp, their pressing measured, and their decision-making mature. Every time Marseille threatened to build momentum, Liverpool slowed the game down, took the sting out of the crowd, and reasserted control. The second goal arrived not through elaborate build-up, but through pressure and persistence. Jeremy Frimpong chased a seemingly harmless ball, forcing Marseille's goalkeeper into a rushed decision. Under pressure, the clearance went horribly wrong, finding its way into the back of the net. It was an own goal, but one completely forced by Liverpool's intensity and refusal to give Marseille a moment's peace. At 2-0, the contest felt effectively over. Marseille's confidence drained visibly, and the belief that had carried them through the opening stages evaporated. Liverpool, by contrast, looked increasingly comfortable, moving the ball with freedom and confidence, knowing the game was now theirs to manage. Rather than retreating into caution, Liverpool continued to play with intelligence. They pressed selectively, conserved energy when needed, and waited for the chance to finish the job. That moment came deep into stoppage time. Cody Gakpo, introduced to add freshness late on, provided the final touch. Latching onto a loose ball in the box, he showed composure and precision, guiding his finish past the goalkeeper to make it 3. It was a goal that summed up Liverpool's night: calm, efficient, and decisive. As the final whistle blew, the contrast between the two sides was stark. Marseille had passion and moments of promise, but lacked the cohesion and clarity needed at this level. Liverpool, meanwhile, demonstrated why they remain one of Europe's most formidable teams. They managed the occasion, the atmosphere, and the match itself with authority. This victory places Liverpool in a commanding position in their Champions League campaign, bringing them significantly closer to automatic qualification for the knockout stages. It was not a performance built on spectacle, but on intelligence, discipline, and experience, qualities that often define success in Europe. For Marseille, the night served as a harsh reminder of the fine margins at the highest level. For Liverpool, it was a statement. In the most hostile of environments, they remained composed, confident, and firmly focused on going deep into this competition once again. For more news update on News Snap, follow, like, share and comment.